Hello and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 2019 Toyota Aygo Xcite, so stay tuned for this video. So this colour is called Mandarin Pop and it's exclusive for 2019, and on this Xcite trim that we're seeing today, we've got a couple of features over the base model. As you can see in the front of the car, the facelift model's lost that X which we used to get in the black with the silver trim. Now it's got a more subdued face. I quite like the daytime running lights still resemble kind of the X shape and give it that modern look. Round the side of the car we've got these 15-inch black gloss wheels, which is interesting to see it say in 2020. We've got a little bit of silver trim running around the side as well. Toyota Lexus thing with a little vortex generator behind the wing mirror there. Working our way down the side of the car. All Aygos are strictly a 5-door configuration in the UK. And you may know they also share the platform with the Citroen C1 and the Peugeot 108. Quite like round the back, you've got this glass tailgate here, with full things glass. Open it up, push this button here, and it reveals just over 160 litres of boot space. So it goes pretty deep down, enough to get a suitcase in, a couple of shopping bags, etc. And you can easily lower it by pulling these tabs, and the seats would fold down and you get a bit more boot space. But nothing too exciting going on, no tie down hooks. What you'd expect in a city car. Well built, rubberised, easy to weight down for your key plants and things like that. As I said, this is all glass. Quite a unique design detail, and I like the lights as well. Toyota have done their thing. And that Mandarin Pop paint is really popping, pardon the pun. And I like the black contrast as well down below in the licence plate area. Everything's so small, tiny city proportions, which is ideal for city driving. So jump inside the Aygo, doors are nice and quiet and light, and immediately you're greeted with this bright interior that I'm quite fond of. So in this Xcite trim you get the coloured panels and the Mandarin Pop is continuing throughout the seats, on top of the dash, around the air vents there, all over the door sills and even around the floor mats. And Toyota have done their best to distinguish this being an Aygo over maybe the French siblings. So you've got Aygo on the door sill, Aygo on the mats. And on the door panel itself you've got the colourful Mandarin Pop paint plastic there, reasonable quality plastics there, durable, and we've also got electric windows in the front, door handle, nothing too fancy being a city car, a little bit of storage down there and a big speaker. And while we're here, maybe I'll show you guys, we've got electric wing mirrors there, full filler cap release, and your dimmer for the front headlight dip. Also got traction control button off, a touch of button there. So we'll go ahead and jump inside. As you can see, being a city car, quite small dimensions inside the car. Got a little switchblade key, put in ignition. Little car comes to life. We've got contemporary dash there, turn the air off. Contemporary dashboard. I like the fact you've got a little rev gauge there. It's all digital.
You know what to expect in terms
we put £10 of fuel in this car and it's give you half a tank, so that's really decent. And I think right now, today we've been driving, getting about 50 odd to a gallon. It is claimed I think 68, so I think 60 is going to be realistic in drive. There we go, so 50 miles to a gallon we're getting today. But quite a neat display, and I think it's a bit ambitious if we're going to be doing 110 in this car. But it's nice, easy to read gauges. In fact, 70s are way over here. Some cars you get in 70s quite low there, so you know what speed you're doing. Not going to be breaking the law. Other Toyota Lexus park bin, got wiper stalk on the right, automatic headlights on the left, which is nice to have in a small city car. Twist down like so. Fog lights, also like so down there. On the right hand side, Toyota Lexus thing for cruise control. Tap in, cruise control button comes up, down to set, up to resume, and into cancel. All but the base model get these multifunction buttons on the steering wheel for your telephone, the audio controls on the left. And this is the XPlay system that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So at a touch of a button, turn the radio off so I'm not getting any copyright. This doesn't have sat-nav, apart from it's an option higher trim levels as well. But you do get Apple CarPlay, and most people are going to be screening the car across, they're going to use your Google Maps, etc. So that's handy. It is touchscreen. I'm not really going to do Apple CarPlay right now during the video, but it is quite quick to use. And sat-nav itself, all touchscreen to get your radio stations. And it's got a good sound system. which for a small car I was pretty surprised by that. It's not tinny at all, so that's quite a good feat for Toyota there. Wouldn't be a video without the glove box. Being a city car, it's not damped or anything, but it is a decent size. And again, you've got splashes of colour around the air vents. Again, quickly turn them on and off. Nothing too exciting going on. And down below, you've got your USB ports and auxiliary cable for your music. And then here we've got 2 cup holders for your McDonald's run. So we've got a 5-speed manual gearbox here. Nice short throws, easy to use, light clutch all the way down and back for reverse. And the camera pops up, which is a nice feature on a small car like this. Makes parking even easier. And as you can see, visibility all around, pretty decent. And the seats themselves, pretty soft and comfortable. All manual adjustment there for reach, rake, etc. So these seats have got the built-in headrests, gives it a unique shape and look. I like the pop of colour, just brighten up the cabin. And they're very soft and spongy, as you can see, and everything's manually adjustable. There's bars underneath to reach back and forth, an adjustment down the side to tilt the back of the seat. Ideal for city driving. I've even got a manual handbrake as well, back to the old days. And anybody wondering, I'm 5'11" and I've plenty of headroom in the front, plenty of shoulder room, and definitely enough reach in the seats to get myself comfortable. So if you're maybe around 6 foot or wondering is the car going to be okay for you, I would say so. So the steering wheel does have adjustment for height, but unfortunately it doesn't come in or out for reach, but that's just a wee city car quirk. So just go ahead and jump in the back of the Aygo. Car. The seats set up for my driving position. Knee room's a little bit tight, but ideal for short journeys. Headroom's okay, as I mentioned, 5'11", it's cut out enough. Maybe if you're over 6 foot, maybe a little bit tight. I like the fact you've got these kind of retro style pop out windows at the side there. Everything in the car, it's a strict 4-seater, so if anybody's wondering, unlike some cars, it's got 5 seats and a bench in the back. Strict 4, but it does have isofix seating there for your child seats, nice and easy. Doors nice and light to get kids in and out. And all in all, a nice small stylish car. So you join me inside the Aygo, and we're going to do the driving portion of the car. This particular car is fitted with the 5-speed manual gearbox. What I immediately like about the car is how chuckable it is due to its size, light steering, getting through these tight driveway posts, a doddle. 3-cylinder engine, pretty peppy off the line. So it is a 1 litre 3-cylinder that produces just over 70 horsepower, and I believe it's just over 90 newton meters of torque, which means the car is good to 0 to 62 miles per hour in just over 13 seconds. But it's definitely ideal for around town. Might get a little bit in choppy situations on the motorway, but definitely around town, no issues at all, and that's really what this car's aimed for. It likes to be revved, this 3-cylinder. Just going over the bridge there. Sharpen the brakes. Put the foot down. If you rev it above 3000 RPM, it becomes very lively. And it's an ideal little runabout for anybody looking for maybe the first car, city car, or maybe if you're retiring and you want something reliable and something you can live with every day, definitely check the Aygo out. So I just want to say thanks very much to Helensburgh Toyota for lending me their Aygo. If you want their car or like this particular Aygo, I'll leave all their information below in the description. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to CarsofGlasgow below. Any questions you have on the Aygo, also comment that below, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao!